I created a little data migrator sample using variables. So it's a straightforward kind of procedure. So let's go to the process flow. So I added my set variable and set variable 2 in here. So set variable 1 is doing the start time using set command, setting as a global variable using an expression which is something like date and time. So let me change it to another date. Then I'm using that variable again. I'm putting it into temp var, which is using the set command, but using a local variable now, using as an expression. I'm using the date time here as well. So just drag and drop those elements from the right-hand side into the screen, keep it done. So then I'm working on the data flow. So I used any sample table in here, put a table in here, created my select columns. I added one column from the database. And in addition, I created a variable or a new field called test, and I'm using that temp var. So again, here, you're going to see the data in here. You're also going to see the data migrator and user variables in here. So I can drag and drop that one in here. Keep in mind to add to the enclosure here because it's going to be a text. So put it in there. So I've got the elements in here. I got it set. I'm using it in here. So then I'm writing it into my target database. So I added both fields, my position and my test field, saving it to the final database source. Again, keep in mind for the select columns, I used group by in here for both. You can run a test in here. Don't get fooled by that message here. So even if you get a prompt in here for the test, that's just for the test. It's going to work at runtime. So keep it, run it. So we're going to run it. It started. Okay, so remember we changed our process flow, changed the first variable to the 4th of May. So that's my target database. So let's do sample data in here. And you see it's updated with that global variable in here. So straightforward to use variables in your flow. Let me go through it one more time. So first one is going to set the variable. In that case, I'm setting a global variable, setting it to a value. So let's take the 5th of May now. Keep it, put it into the global variable. There's my local variable. Only difference in here is I'm putting it local as the set command, and I'm adding that variable that I created before in here. Keep that one. Then in the data flow, I picked an existing column from my database, grouped it by that column, added a temp var field in here, which is in here, if you edit it, just a new field with the new name test. And I picked my temp var and dragged and dropped it in here. Just make sure you got the enclosure in here because it's a text. So I'll keep that one. Select OK. Told it, hey, put it into a new database with those two fields. That's all we need. So I can run it. So see it running, created 4 elements in the database. We can go back to our test database, get to sample data, and it's the 5th of May now. Straightforward, easy to use.